opportunity to honor those who protect our country. And a reminder that freedom is never free. America's pastime takes center stage at Nats Park. Fire up the grill and get ready for the Levo Show on Masson. Big crowd at the ballpark. It is a holiday sizzler at Nationals Park. It'll be over 90 today. The Phils and the Nats getting together. Phillies took 2 out of 3 here earlier this season, and the Nationals always love entertaining our friends from Philadelphia. Bob Carpenter, FP Santangelo, we wish you an inspirational Memorial Day today. And how about this pitching matchup for the next 3 days? I've heard of Lions and Tigers and Bears, oh my. This is Holiday, Lee, and Oswalt, oh my.
Yeah, I mean, you look on paper and you figure the way the Nationals are swinging the bat right now, they don't have a chance. That's why you play the baseball games. Roy Halladay, his last time out, gave up 11 hits, a season high for him. So, you know, you go out there, you play the games. You got Livan Hernandez on the mound today. The Phillies don't like hitting slow. These guys are fastball hunters. So for Livan Hernandez, he's had some tough luck this year. 1 or 0 runs of support in 6 of his 11 starts. He's been the starting pitcher in 4 of the Nats' 7 shutout losses.
And then Levo, of course, back in mid-April. A good job for the Nats to salvage a game in that Philadelphia series. What more do you say about this guy? 4 complete games. He's all over the National League leaders in the pitching department.
Yeah, I mean, he's tough. It's going to be a tough go of it for the Nats today. He's got 86 strikeouts versus 13 walks. So if you're a hitter and you're a Nat, go up there hacking today. Get yourself a pitch early in the count and let it rip.
Roy Halladay, 2-0 against the Nats this year. Livan, a split decision so far against the Phillies. You might notice the holiday caps the guys are wearing, and hopefully it'll be a good one for Jason Worth and the Nats. Worth getting that batting average up. 346 and a 424 on-base percentage his last 14 games. A lot of Philly fans here. You'll hear from them when he comes up to bat. The Nats and the Phils straight ahead. Nothing quite like a national holiday in our nation's capital, complete with a Nats baseball game. Phillies in town today for the first of 3. And the bottom line is for the Nationals, they need a W. They've lost 7 of 8 and 9 of their last 11. There will be some friendly fire in the ballpark today, and there will be some Philly fans as well. Visit Train.com for an independent Train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a train. Humidity is down a little bit, but the temperature is expected to go as high as 92, 93 today. Here's our game notes. 2 and 3 all time on Memorial Day are the Nationals. Placido Polanco has staked a pretty good claim in this ballpark, batting .442. Michael Morse, 7-game hitting streak. Look at the slugging. It's amazing. 4 homers and 10 RBIs. And Michael Morse is now hitting .288. Phillies lineup. They've got Chase Utley back. 5 out of 21 in 6 games, including a home run as he comes back from his injury problems. They are without Shane Victorino. They are without Brian Schneider, both on the DL with hamstrings. But the Phillies still have plenty of firepower with key guys out from time to time. By the way, they're 7th in the league in hitting. They're 6th in runs, 7th in homers. Nationals have the league's 9th-rated pitching staff at 3.88, led by Livan Hernandez, the most unrewarded 3-6 pitcher in baseball.
Yeah, last time out against Milwaukee, worked 6 innings, allowed 3 runs on 5 hits. He left with a 3-run lead, but got the no decision, that 7-6 loss against the Brewers. Fastball, slider, and the 3 curves we like. Different speeds on him. He's also got a change to go with it. And I'm wondering today on a hot day if he did his 80-pitch routine that he does before he starts. A lot of guys will go out there and throw 15 to 30, maybe 40 pitches before a start. Levon throws 80. And defense for the Nats today, Nick Sankiel and Worth in the outfield. Cora and Jerry Hairston on the left side. Espinosa and Morse on the right side. And doing the catching, Wilson Ramos.
13-year veteran Hunter Wendelstedt has the plate today. Brian Knight's at first. Crew chief and 23-year veteran Jerry Lane at second. Bob Davidson, 23-year veteran at third base.
And that defense you just showed, that I showed, 13 fewer errors this year than last year at the same time.
I like it. Sergeant John Eubank says, play ball. It's time. Jimmy Rollins is on a 6-game hitting streak. And you're going to hear the Philly fans with their chant. Nationals fans are trying to shout them down. I think it's great. It's kind of like a college atmosphere. One school trying to out-holler the other. Rollins at .271 with an on-base percentage of .344. I think Levon went for a walk waiting for the fans to quiet down, and they just did. Said, I'm not going to throw first pitch with you guys singing out there. Rollins slaps it in the air to right. First pitch at 108, and Jason Worth is there for the out. Well, there's one hitter who doesn't want Levo to get too deep in the count.
A little first pitch hacking. Didn't want to get to all the curveballs and changeups. I think you're going to see a lot of that today from both teams.
Next up, Placido Polanco, who's hitting an oh yeah .314, number 8 in the league. Occasional power, 3 homers, 29 RBIs. He has walked more than he has struck out this year. And against the Nats, he's 19 for 55 with 2 RBIs. Against Livan Hernandez, those are his numbers, and now he has another base hit. He's one of those guys who never seems to do anything wrong on a baseball field.
He's kind of like a pitcher that never gives in. This is a guy that just goes up there, very simple swing, trying to go the other way most of the time. A tough out, a tough guy to strike out. And that hit right there is signature Placido Polanco.
His 65th hit of the year, and he's 4th in the league in that department. Here's Chase Utley. He went 0 for his first 5 when he came back from his injury, and now he has a modest 5-game hitting, actually 4-game hitting streak, 5 for his last 16. With the fact that Utley is back and he's driven the ball a couple of times, a double and a homer, pretty much indicates The Phillies did not bring him back before he was absolutely ready.
Yeah, so far so good. And we were talking a lot about the Brewers 1 through 5. How about the Phillies 1 through 5 today?
Well, this guy's the brains of the operation, Utley. He'll go the other way and fly it left field line. Lance Nix cruising for it. 2 outs. So 3 Phillies have now gone hacking early in the count. And it'll be Levon and Ryan Howard, who in his career against the Nats right-hander has been retired 23 out of 30 times, but 3 of his 7 hits home runs.
You remember last time Livan Hernandez versus Ryan Howard in Philadelphia, it was the walk 'em, don't walk 'em deal. One time they pitched to him, he smoked the ball into right field. Next time they walked him. So his number's not good against Livan career, but he got a couple of knocks off him last time.
Howard 4th in the league with 25 extra base hits, and that one's high. Hitting .247 overall, 11 homers, 5th in the league, and he's tied with Jay Bruce, 40 RBIs, 2 behind Prince Fielder. In right field is Danny Espinosa as the Nats go on the shift. Alex Cora, right field side of second base, and Jerry Hairston stands alone near short. Ball 2.
Now, I looked up for a second. I thought, geez, Jason Worth is playing really shallow in right field. And it's Danny Espinosa.
Yeah.
That's a long throw.
And Levon gets it on the hands of Ryan Howard, and he fouls it back. Phillies start the day 2 games up on the Marlins in the East. 3.5 on the Braves, 8.5 on the Mets, and 10.5 on the Nats. They have a road record of 14-10, and against the East, the Phillies are 18-11. Charlie Manuel's ball club, though, not doing as much offensive damage this year so far as they have in the past. Utley should take care of that. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. By the way, Levon's trying to stay ahead of that 500 thing. His career mark 169 and 169. And he's 12-11 against the Phillies with a good ERA, by the way. Polanco doesn't run a whole lot when Howard's in there. They don't want to take the bat out of his hands. And that's ball 3. He will be running on the next pitch.
And that's the pitch that Livan Hernandez lives off of with 2 strikes. The front hip sinker bringing it back. It looked good to me.
Morse plays behind Polanco, who's about to be on the move. 3-2 to Ryan Howard. Way out ahead of that 69-mile-an-hour breaking ball. Nats killer Raul Ibanez hitting next. As usual, about .230 against the rest of the league. His overall batting average this year, .245. Levo working at his pace here to start the ball game. 3-2 again. Howard lifting one to right. It'll stay in the park, and Jason Worth is under it. And Livan Hernandez gets a routine fly ball and a scoreless top of the first. Mobile Broadband Network. And by Sonic, America's drive-in. It's new, it's better. It's the new Sonic Good. Nats are facing one of the best in the business today, so they need every one of those folks coming out of the Navy Yard station against Roy Halladay. More on him in a moment. Here's the Nats lineup packaged by the UPS Store. We love logistics. 5 out of 21 Worth against the Phillies. He's 2 of 8 career against Roy Halladay, and his batting average is up to .255. Halladay delivers outside with a fastball to Rick Ankiel. 30th start today for Levon against the Phillies, and for Halladay, it'll be his 14th career against the Montreal-Washington franchise.
Yeah, last time out went 7 innings, giving up 3 runs on 11 hits against the Reds. 11 hits, a season high for him. Fastball, cutter, curveball, change. His 4 complete games this season, more than 26 major league teams.
Rick Ankiel hitting .214, on base percentage of .290. And he will lace one out to right center. It'll drop in front of John Mayberry.
The defense today for the Phillies behind Roy Halladay. Ibanez, Mayberry, and Brown in the outfield. Rollins and Polanco on the left side. Utley and Howard on the right side doing the catching. Carlos Ruiz. That defense has led the National League with the fewest errors, 23.
And only Tampa Bay has a lower total in all of baseball with 21. So Ankiel's aboard. Danny Espinosa is next. 1 for 10 career against Halladay, and batting .203. Ian Desmond not in the lineup today, so Espinosa bumped up to that number 2 spot, and he gets Polanco on the move with a show of a bunt.
And Desmond a little banged up today. Jim Riggleman giving him the day off. He's had that quad thing going on, so he gets to rest today. And Danny Espinosa in the 2-hole, and I'd like to see him bump more. He laid down a beauty yesterday.
Anytime you have Ryan Howard holding on a runner, he cannot charge. So a drag bunt down the first baseline against that big lumbering Phillies first baseman, who, by the way, is a good athlete. But he can't be charging on any kind of play like that. Might be a smart play today. We'll see how the count works out. See where Halladay puts the pitches. Espinosa in attack mode off to the left side, 1-1.
I definitely think the heat today is going to be a factor with both starting pitchers. You're talking about guys that are used to going deep into a ball game. So hot and humid here. We saw yesterday with Yuneski Maya. He was feeling it after about 5 innings.
Halladay since 05 against just the Nationals, not including Montreal, 8-0 in 8 starts with a 1.66 ERA. Nats have only hit .211 against him, and he's ahead of Espinosa. Way inside, ball 2. Another Eastern team underway, the Braves in Atlanta against San Diego, and the Padres picked up a first inning run there. Espinosa hanging tough. That's Aaron Harang and Tim Hudson down in Georgia today.
I just love these uniforms. I think it's the best combo in baseball. The blue tops with the blue helmets. The hats today are very patriotic, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, don't exactly match, but Phillies are wearing the MLB mandated caps as well. But it's still a good cap to take off and scratch your head from time to time, evidently.
I think the skipper's been doing a lot of that lately.
3-2 now. We'll see if Rick Ankiel's on the move with nobody out. Yes, he is. Good jump. Espinosa strikes out, and Ankiel's safe at second. Looked like ball 4. Danny Espinosa struck out on a pitch well inside, and Rick Ankiel swipes his 6th of the year.
You look at the pitch to Espinosa, cutter on the inner half of the plate. And look at Rick Ankiel when he gets up right here. They watered the infield down something fierce today. Maybe because of the heat, they're trying to keep it wet for as long as possible. But he gets up with mud all over both arms. Not dirt, but mud.
Unbelievable reaction every time Jason Worth comes up to bat against the Phillies these days. He homered in the 5th inning here against Joe Blanton. on April 12th when Levon beat Blanton and the Nats won that game 7-4. Swinging the bat well. Worth got it going yesterday against San Diego with 3 singles and an RBI. Then he got that batting average up to the mid 250 range. On base percentage flirting with 350.
Jason Worth taking his time right now, being very deliberate, maybe trying to mess up the tempo of Roy Halladay. If you remember last time in Philadelphia, the one inning that the Nationals did get to him, and he was walking around the mound frustrated. He loves to get the ball and go, loves to have his pace out there, works very fast. So you'd think the one National hitter that would know this guy very well, Jason Worth, taking his time, not getting in the box, hitting on his terms.
Yeah, not many guys want to stand around on a day like this. Worth hits it hard. Heading over to third is Ankiel on the throw by Rollins, out at first, 2 down. Rick Ankiel knew Rollins was playing deep, and so even with the ball in front of him, he was able to get to third base. And a chance for Lance Nix, who has driven in a run, career against Halladay, 3 for 10. And Lance hitting .350 over the last 3 weeks now, raising his batting average back up to .307. Goes up hacking. I don't think we had to tell him about a game plan today, did we?
That's his game plan, and every day that ends with Y. Go up there and see the first pitch and get on it. And if you're at home and you're wondering why maybe every Nationals hitter doesn't do what Jason Worth just did, a lot of times hitters want to hit on their terms, and if part of their routine is getting in the box and hitting, they don't want to slow down their own, quirky little routine of getting in the box and going. So a lot of times when you slow the other pitcher down, you're actually messing up your own routine.
Nothing better early in the game than a dirty leadoff man. That means he's been on base. That sounded like a broken bat, and it's strike 2 on Lance Nix.
I mean, every pitch from Roy Halladay looks the same for about 55 feet. It's either going to cut, sink, or go straight down. He'll throw that front door sinker to lefties, that front hip sinker. He'll throw the cutter in. He's got the nasty Vulcan grip changeup that we talked about last time. It'll go down and away from a lefty. So everything out of his hand looks the same to a hitter. So it makes him so good. You see the grip right there. He'll go into his glove with that grip and change to whatever pitch he's going to once he gets in there.
1-2, and he misses outside. 94 on the heater. The Nats at least are going to make him throw 20 pitches today in the first inning. A complete game he threw. Back here on April 13th, he threw 123. Breaking ball freezes Nix, and the Nats are gone in the first. Leadoff man aboard. A lot of runners stranded lately. Halladay does it again.
especially on Memorial Day.
We air today's game on MASN in celebration of Memorial Day, celebrated every year on the last Monday of May, a day of remembrance for those who have died in our nation's service. We'd like to thank all past and current members of the United States military for their work and dedication in protecting our country. Well said, Danny. Top of the second. Ibanez, Ruiz, and Dominic Brown for the Phillies against Livan Hernandez, who threw 12 pitches, 8 strikes, first inning. And I would say that Hunter Wendelstedt has a pretty generous outside corner right now for the right-handed pitchers against the left-handed batters.
Yeah, Hunter's pretty much a low ball umpire. He'll be very tight early in the game. His zone will get bigger as the game goes on, but he likes the ball down.
And a foul tip, 0-2 to Ibanez. 3 for 10 career against Livan. Not really wearing out right-handers the way he should, is he? Fastball up. Looked like 93 to him. Ball got away, and then Ramos down to Morris, a touch of the bag, 1 out.
Well, that strikeout was a little more interesting than it had to be. Livan Hernandez, a little 83 elevated fastball. Ibanez swings right through it. All of a sudden, Wilson Ramos, a little toaster glove right there. The ball pops up. Toast is ready, grabs it, throws it to first. And then Michael Morris had to find the bag.
I just wonder if the Nats saw that it was the backswing that knocked the ball out of his mitt, and if a hitter can indeed advance on such a thing. I'm not sure Hunter Wendelstedt saw that.
And that's why you have to throw it to first base. Don't be an umpire. Grab the ball, throw it if he's running. You've covered all your bases.
Here's Ruiz hitting 243, and he was hurt the last time the Nats saw the Phillies. They had a catching tandem of Brian Schneider and Dane Sardinia. And now Brian Schneider is on the DL with a left hamstring that he hurt. Been on the DL since May 12th, and Victorino since May 20th.
And how many times have we seen Livan Hernandez break guys down with swings like this? Great hitters. And we've seen him do it to some of the best.
Off the end of the bat and a pop-up out to center. Espinoza calls it. 2 quick outs for Livan here in the second inning. Nats will be back home in a little more than a week and a half. It'll be a while, but you can expect great things with the Harris Teeter Family Fun Pack. All-inclusive offer, $14 gets you a ticket, hot dog, chips, and a Coke. Nationals.com/family. Some restrictions apply. Nats will be back home 2 weeks from yesterday. And then a homestand featuring a bunch of birds. Cardinals, Orioles, and then the Mariners come in.
So we're not on the road, but we'll be home 2 weeks from yesterday. I'm confused.
That's how long the road trip is, buddy.
I don't know where I'm at right now.
If it's Monday, this must be Nats Park. All I know is if we got frequent flyer miles for our charters, we'd all be going to the moon soon. Dominic Brown, 8 for 25 in 8 games for the Phillies. This is the young man they hope will turn into Jason Worth's replacement in right field. Off-speed breaking ball fouled right by Sam Perlazzo, one of the prides of George Washington University, coaching first. There's a good baseball man right there, former manager, longtime coach, Lou Piniella buddy, Sam Perlazzo.
It seems like the more teams that roll through here, the great guys are all coaching first base. Dave Roberts yesterday, today Sam Perlazzo, Dan Radisson for the Nationals.
Grounded over that way, and Michael Morse will backhand it and race to the bag, and Livan has another 1-2-3 inning. Morse gets to lead off with Ramos and Hairston to follow. Verizon 4G LTE. Rule the air on the most advanced 4G network in the world. A jet heading for Reagan, and a beautiful look at the Jefferson Memorial on this magnificent Memorial Day. Roy Halladay, 20 pitches, 12 strikes, first inning. He faces Michael Morris, Wilson Ramos, and Jerry Hairston Jr. Fastball inside corner. That's nasty. As nasty to a right-hander as that hook was, he threw to Lance Nix to end the bottom of the first. Michael Morris 0 for 6 career against Roy Halladay. And batting a robust .288 with that 7-game hitting streak. A struggling Wilson Ramos next. Morse gets this one out to left center. Some good carry on it, and it's going to leave the ballpark. How strong is this guy? The home run binge continues. 8-game hitting streak, 1-0 Washington.
Morse firing up the Nats fans. Look at this pitch right here. Just a two-seam fastball in the inner half. The same as strike one. So when fastball in, cutter away, curveball in the dirt, then back with a two-seamer with 2 strikes. Couldn't get it in there enough. And you called it, partner. He muscled that ball out of this ballpark.
Yeah, we did not see the usual extension there, did we?
Oh, that's just fighting it off with 2 strikes into the seats.
Man. Emergency 9-11 hack, and he almost hit it about 4-11. Michael Morris is 7th of the year, blasting his way to an 8-game streak. By the way, that's only the 2nd home run Roy Halladay's given up this year in 86 innings.
So we've been wondering what that head tap thing is. Michael Morris, he hits a home run, he hits himself in the helmet. Debbie, what do you got on that?
Okay, I thought it was maybe something superstitious, or maybe it was his way to say hello to a family member. None of the above. It is because his hair is so long that he's afraid the helmet's going to fall off, so he taps it back on as he runs around the bases.
Well, for some guys, it's all about the hair. And we're glad it's all about the swings, too. And now Wilson Ramos gets himself a base hit, breaking an 0 for 18.
Well, the other night when Morse hit the walk-off homer, he hit himself in the head 3 times. I was just hoping he was okay because he was representing the winning run, obviously, in the walk-off home run. But he came around first base and smoked himself 3 times in the noggin. So he's a little jacked up, and we were wondering, what the heck is that all about?
Glad he's okay. Here's Hairston. Jerry Hairston Jr. 3 for 28 career against Roy Halladay, but hitting .324 his last 20 games. So the Nats put hits together here in the second. They have 3 of the first 6 batters today.
Yeah, I know Jerry Hairston Jr. is appealing his suspension from Major League Baseball, but if I was 3 for 28 against somebody, I would take my suspension today.
That says a lot for him that he didn't want out.
That's right.
And these guys at this stage of their careers, they know, guys like Hairston and Cora, how precious every day in the big leagues is, every time you're in the starting lineup.
You remember that appeal I was talking about yesterday? Halladay's on the mound. I'm just going to take the suspension. Take my day.
But if you're going to give Desmond a day off, who plays third? I guess it would have been Brian Bixler. How to play right side. Count stays 1 ball and 2 strikes with Hairston battling here, bottom of the second. Big crowd today, maybe the biggest since opening day. Probably 35,000 in the ballpark right now. Hairston breaks his bat. Double play ball. They're going to lose the double play, though, as it's booted by Polanco. Not sure I've ever seen him drop a ground ball. Fielder's choice goes 5-4. Call Luna. 70% off all flooring. Shop Smart. Shop Luna. 877-241-LUNA. Doc Halladay is in 7 All-Star games. Has won a Cy Young in each league. And he's not only thrown a perfect game, but he's thrown a no-hitter in postseason. How about that last year? Bouncing ball, well placed. Base hit. Cora gets a hit. Hairston to third. First and third, 1 out. And the Nats have 4 hits now in the first 8 batters against Roy Halladay.
And stay hot, Alex Cora. That's just a good piece of hitting right there. Trying to shoot the hole, get something on the inner half, rolls over it. Nicely placed ground ball, and like usual, Nats go first to third. That's what they do. You're talking about one of the best pitchers in baseball. You got to cash in this run. Livan Hernandez, a good hitting pitcher. A lot of things he can do right here. We've seen him push a ball to first base with a bunt. We've seen him fake bunt, swing away. You can hit and run with him right now. There's a lot of things that Jim Riggleman can do with his pitcher.
And the failure to turn a double play ball now hurts the Phillies. Livan, 3 RBIs this year, 81 in his big league career.
I'm thinking he's going to push one to first. We've seen him do that a couple of times. You got a good base runner at third base, some good speed.
He's going to do it, and the run's going to score. Beautifully done. Nicely predicted by the booth. Well conceived by FP, well executed by Livan. 2-0 Nats. That is lovely.
The guy's just fun to watch. It doesn't matter what he's doing, whether he's pitching, hitting, running the bases. Check this out. I mean, this is not as easy as he makes it look. Square around early, get the bunt down, look at the runner. Do you see him check Jerry Hairston to see if he was coming home? Then he gives Ryan Howard a little touch of the glove. Did you see that? Put his hand out and just said, "You got me, tag, I'm it."
And by the way, he sent another runner in scoring position on the sacrifice. We won't call it a suicide squeeze because Hairston wasn't running hard with the pitch. But as soon as he saw contact, Hairston was off to the races.
Check out Levo right here.
You got me.
You got me. I'm going to grab my glove, get a glass of water, get back on the mound. Sack bunt RBI.
Top of the order now, Rick Ankiel with another runner in scoring position. And he'll pop it up, got jammed. Jimmy Rollins fighting the sun. He's got it. Nats will get a couple on the Michael Morse homer that got everything going. And then 2 more hits and a bunt. But this is the one that opened the door. Michael Morse on a home run tear. Nationals lead 2-0. until June, big fella. Walter Johnson on this day in baseball history. Look at that, the 110th shutout of his career, mowing down the Red Sox 3-0. May 30th, 1927. Switch to FiOS, a network ahead. To learn more, visit Verizon.com/getFiOS. Top of the third, strike one to John Mayberry Jr. Levon throwing some first pitch strikes. He's retired 6 of the first 7 Phillies. Mayberry hitting at .226. Target away by Ramos. And he takes it that way and drops it into right field. He's thinking too. Ball hits so slowly. And Mayberry with good speed, a stand-up double. That'll give Halladay a chance to move him to third base.
We see this a lot off Livan Hernandez. Hit it like he throws it. Throws soft, little cutter away. Mayberry staying on it. Just blooping it into right field. So you got to lead off double, pitcher up. Got to move him to third.
Roy Halladay in his career, of course, most of that in the American League. 10 career sacrifice bunts. 5 of them this year.
That's a great shot right there. Alex Cora deking the runner back. He's getting behind Mayberry, letting him know he's there. So, maybe you just hesitate a bit and you got a chance to get him at third. Trying to keep him close in case there's a bad bunt. You can get the out at third base.
Ramos thought about a throw to second, but the hitter was right in front of him. And the count's 0-1. Roy Halladay, 1 for 27 this year, a 108 career hitter. First time a runner's been looking in from second base. Squares early, takes it outside.
And one thing you have to be careful if you're Alex Cora right now, trying to keep Mayberry close at second base, is if you run in like that, it allows the pitcher to bring the bat back. And Butcher Boy, slap a ball in the hole. If you watch Cora behind Mayberry right now, doing a great job of keeping him close, trying to give him a chance to get the out at third, but you're leaving the left side of the infield wide open.
And Halladay takes a stab at it, missing, strike 2. You see a lot of guys taking off their helmets today, wiping their brows. It is smoking down there. 91 at game time and getting warmer. Target away. Oh, he bunts it fair somehow. For a moment, I thought Levon might let that ball roll. It was heading foul, but he picked it up. And if that happens, Mayberry would have had to go back to second base.
Yeah, I think he's thinking the same thing you are. That's just instinct right there. Levon's such a good fielder, but that ball had so much English on it, you're wondering if it gets all the way foul. But then you don't know if you have enough time to see. That's the tricky part if you're Livan Hernandez. If you let this ball go and it doesn't go foul, now you got first and third, 1 out. And that almost smoked him in the hand. You see the English on the ball right here. Watch when this ball hits the ground. Just taking a right turn. It's going toward the line, but if you let it roll, maybe it takes too long and he's safe. So good play. Take the out. Now get Rollins.
Yeah, you're up by 2 runs. Here's Jimmy Rollins. Flied to Worth on the first pitch of the game. Fastball away. Jimmy Rollins has driven in 18 runs this year.
He's such a pull hitter left-handed, too. I'm surprised they don't have some kind of shift going on for him.
Well, maybe because that's where they want to pitch him.
Left-handed, he rolls over a lot of things. I've seen him hit balls down the line in the hole. Pretty much pull on the ground from the left side.
That's on the corner, 2-1. Braves got a run, bottom of the first, tied with San Diego, the only other Eastern team in action. Later, the Mets host the Pirates, and the Marlins are in Arizona. Still trying to get strikes out there, 3-1.
And that's probably why the Nationals are playing him straight up. Everything's been away.
John Mayberry doubled to lead off the inning, went to third on Halliday's bunt. 3-1 to Jimmy Rollins. And a breaking ball. He tried to wait for it.
We haven't seen the 60-mile-an-hour curveball yet. A lot of times he likes to throw it 3-2.
Oh, he front doors him with that swing back fastball. Levon's second strikeout. 2 outs here in the third.
Big strikeout from Livan Hernandez. Runner on third, less than 2 outs. He needs a strikeout to keep him there. What does he do? Front hip sinker. Doesn't get a ton of movement, but Rollins knows that ball is going to come back for a strike, so he has to respect it. Ties him up. Strike 3 swinging. Nice pitch.
Now the ultimate contact man in Polanco, who has struck out 16 times in 205 at-bats this year. Flared a base hit to right field first time. You know that's on his mind with that swing. So he makes contact 80% of the time.
And Jason Worth just came in about 5 steps in right field. He was playing pretty shallow to begin with. The bench got his attention, and now he's in even more shallow. Look where he's standing. Trying to take that blooper away.
That's a good call. He won't hit too many balls on his head unless he turns on one to left field. And Keel well toward right center. He's on about the 4th cut of the grass from the one that's dead center out there. And Polanco thinking right field, just foul. Ball went slicing a foot or 2 outside the line.
And Brian Knight had a good look at that right in front of him, just turned his back real quick. Umpires will tell you that's a tough call. That bang bang line drive right at their feet where they have to spin their head around real quick and find the line and the ball. And check it out. Now watch him. This is a hard call for an umpire. You're standing there, you got to turn around real quick, look at the ball, look at the line. Your head is moving, your head is spinning, and I've seen those miss. Good call.
And when the hands go straight up, foul ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Polanco now. Levon has struck out 2, given up 2 hits. Good control so far. Trying to keep Chase Utley from batting in this inning. He'll go down and into Polanco, who lines it right to Hairston. On to the bottom of the third, Levon on his game, and the Nats lead 2-0.
Rick Ankiel started with a single, stole second base, so made him work in the first inning. Now all of a sudden, who's going to benefit from him? The hottest hitter on the planet, Michael Morse, leading off the second with a solo shot. So making Roy Halladay work in the first inning led to 2 runs in the second inning for the Nats.
Espinoza leads off. Bottom of the third. Halladay's thrown 36 pitches, 26 for strikes, and he struck out Danny on a hard cutter down and in, out of the strike zone, first time up. Takes a little bit off, 76, and gets a strike. Nice catch by a fan with his ball cap. And we'll give credit where credit's due, even though it has a P on it. Espinoza rung up on a fastball right near his hands. Halladay 3 strikeouts. Espinoza on 2 of them. We have discounts for you here at the ballpark. If you have a group, discounts better than single game prices. The bigger the group, the bigger the savings. Go to nationals.com/groups. Some restrictions do apply. No better way to impress your friends, your co-workers, or your boss. Get a group together, come and see a ball game. We'd love to have you down here. Here's Worth. Hit the ball hard, bounced out to Jimmy Rollins, first time up on a 1-hopper. Goes up trying to first pitch ambush Halladay.
And he got a pitch too. That was supposed to be down and away. It was middle and up. And swung through it.
Gets that one to the left side as Halladay left a breaking ball up. And Jason Worth's aboard with 1 out, and the Nats have 5 hits already.
So 11 hits given up last time against the Reds. 5 hits already in this game. And look at the pitch. Look at the location. Setting up down. Leaves it up and out over the plate. And Jason Worth, with those long arms, is able to stay through the baseball, catch it out front. You see the vibration on the bat, hit it off the end. He'll definitely take it. That's another knock for Jason Worth. 3 yesterday. Another knock so far today.
Yeah, Jason Worth now has 4 hits in his last 6 at-bats. And here's Lance Nix. I would think he doesn't want this thing to get to 2 strikes again. He got hammered out of that batter's box last time with a nasty, wicked breaking ball. He loves Nationals Park. He's going to break his second bat today. Roy Halladay got him first time around. And there goes another.
He throws a heavy baseball, and it'll do that. Lance Nix used a very big bat with a skinny handle. You see how skinny his handle is. And bat head's big. That's going to happen. Big, strong man, inside pitch. Nothing to be ashamed about breaking a bat off Roy Halladay. Happens to a lot of people.
Nix gets jammed again. This one over by the dugout, and Polanco's going to get there. 2 outs. Looking for some game flow on a hot Memorial Day afternoon. It's brought to you by Corona, who invites you to find your beach. Got to be one somewhere with some tropical breezes blowing. Michael Morse, first time up, got that bat going on a pitch down and in on a 2-strike count and hit it out of here about 395 to left center. He's now homered in 5 out of 7 games. His share of success against the Phillies so far. A couple of weeks ago, it looked like Michael Morse was going to become a platoon player and not play a whole lot because right-handers don't see that many lefties. He has battled his way back to an outstanding month of May here.
That's just the way the season goes. I mean, it's so magnified when you come out of the gate slow, especially with your first time being an everyday player. You know, you're going to have your ups and downs. It just really stinks when your downs are right out of the gate and you got to battle uphill the rest of the year.
Fastball on the corner. That strike's been available to Halladay all day. And now Michael Morse, after turning one around with Ramos on deck, will have to battle another 2-strike count against one of the best pitchers in baseball. Halladay's ERA coming in 5th in the league, 1st in innings, 2nd in strikeouts.
Jason Worth is thinking about going too right now. He started to go right there, didn't get a good jump and choked it off. And opponents are 9 for 11 off Roy Halladay in stolen bases this season.
He's going outside. Ruiz throw in time. Inning over. Worth is nailed at second base. Morse will lead off the 4th. Man, it's time for a cool one right now. Cemetery at the Tomb of the Unknowns, the young men who guard that 24/7 every day of the year. Back in September 2003, Hurricane Isabel was heading off the ocean toward Arlington, Virginia, and they were told, if you need to leave your posts, do so for your own safety. Those young men refused to leave their posts. They were not going to let their fallen comrades go unguarded even for an instant.
So many good stories, and it's such an honor to be part of this for me the first time here in Washington, D.C. and see the things that I've seen so far today. Just a wonderful day.
You like the ball game so far?
The ball game's good. Getting Roy Halladay, you think this is going to be a tough one for them. That's why in the open we said you got to play the games, and so far so good for the Nats. Gotten some timely hitting. They've made him work. And stay hot, Michael Morse.
And if you like that story, FP's got one a little later about an inspirational Washington senator who was a war veteran. Can't wait to share that with you. Top of the 4th inning, Utley, Howard, and Ibanez. 2-0 game. Chase Utley flied to left first time. Right on the corner, pinpoint. Then he gets him to pull one weakly over to Michael Morse, who's on the move right to the bag.
And fielded that ball very confidently. Michael Morse is doing a nice job at first base, filling in for Adam LaRoche. Obviously offensively, but defensively too. He knows what's going on over there.
Big crowd, beautiful day. Scoreboard telling a good story right now. Long way to go, and Howard is the hitter with Ibanez to follow.
I was watching Ryan Howard the other night on TV. Looks like he's more spread out all of a sudden to me. Very wide base. You usually stand straight up with his feet a little closer together. And maybe it's to hit 60-mile-an-hour curveballs. But he was that way the other night against the Reds when he hit the home run to tie the ball game off Francisco Cordero. But there's the 60-mile-an-hour curve that gets us excited every single time.
Then he goes inside and just misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Livan Hernandez against the Phillies, 12-11 career, 29 starts, 3.59 ERA.
Yeah, look how wide he is.
Oh, that's right in there. 1-2. A blazer at 84.
Yeah, 84, but nicely placed. Look at that ball. If you're hitting right there, your eyes are telling you that's going to hit me. So you instantly take the pitch, you put your arms up in the air, and it's a strike.
Runs one out over the plate, and Ryan Howard gets it out of here. Livan went to the fastball, maybe one too many there. He was ahead in the count, and Ryan Howard hits his 12th of the year.
I mean, that's the thing with the front hip sinker, the front door sinker. If you start it out over the plate and it runs down the middle, you're in trouble. So he tried to get this in, but look where it ends up. Right out over the plate. Put his head down, knew immediately that was a home run. He's just trying to repeat the pitch before. The pitch before, he started on his hip, it ran back for a strike. That one started on the inner half of the plate and ran right down the middle.
265th home run for Ryan Howard career. Ibanez is next. And Ibanez swinging out of his heels. Missing it. 1 ball, 1 strike. So a bit of a momentum switch here with Worth getting caught stealing with the Nats' hottest hitter at the plate. And then 1 out later, the Phillies are on the board. Now Ibanez will lift one to right. He continues to do against the Nats what he does against very few others.
A little 69-mile-an-hour curveball up in the strike zone out over the plate. You see his eyes right there? As soon as he made contact, he knew he got it. A little peek right there underneath his helmet. Raul Ibanez on contact, knew he had himself a jack.
Now Ruiz. And he hungrily swings at the first pitch.
So all of a sudden, start over. New ball game.
It's unbelievable what he does to the Nats. He doesn't do it against anybody else.
The first time the Phillies went back-to-back home runs this year.
And Ruiz hits one heading for the gap. Now the lead runs on base as they're teeing off here in the 4th inning.
Hey, if this were basketball right now, Jim Riggleman would take a 20-second timeout. Talk about quick strike offense. Home run, double.
And not a good sign when the bullpen coach is hanging around the phone in the 4th inning. Dominic Brown bounced out to Michael Moore's first time up. 2-0. 2-2 here. 2-2 in Atlanta, where the Padres and Braves have traded runs again. Working their way down to the bottom of the order, the Phillies here with Brown in the batter's box. Mayberry, the number 8 hitter, on deck. One out here in the fourth. Started innocently with a Chase Utley ground ball. Levon left a fastball out over the plate on a 1-2 pitch to Howard. Ibanez got a breaking ball that he put into the bullpen. Ruiz has doubled.
And I'll say this about Livan Hernandez. As a teammate in 1999 and seeing him here this season, I'll put him up against anybody in baseball as far as the ability to weather a storm. You know, stuff starts getting tough for him out there. He just gets calmer. And we've seen him do it this year. Right when you think he's going to get lit up and come out of the baseball game and go to the pen, he settles down, no panic, and finds a way to get his team off the field.
Trying to nibble at that outside corner, and now it's 3-1.
Yeah, that's a pitch he needs. And probably a little outside. Not a strike, but if he gets that pitch, he's tough. Nobody better at massaging the strike zone than Livan Hernandez. Although the guy on the other side might have something to say about that.
3-1. Breaking ball, and Brown is going to put the Phillies on top. Worth hits the cutoff man. It's 3-2 Philadelphia. 4 consecutive hits.
Well, check out the location. Trying to go in, leaves it out over the plate. Not up in the strike zone, just beats a good pitch. That ball was down. Brown does a nice job of going down and getting it. Now Steve McAddy's going to take a trip to the mound and see what's going on with Livan.
Yeah, it's a matter of location right now. Same stuff, same break. But where the ball's ending up, not where Livan had it first time through the order. Let's check in our AT&T trivia fact. Ryan Howard homered on Memorial Day 5 times in his career now. I have a feeling that's not his only holiday. Still only 1 out. Phillies have taken the lead. John Mayberry doubled his first time. And now it's Livan Hernandez who's been out there for 17 pitches already this inning with 1 out.
And Brown's got a big lead at first.
There's another base hit. 5 in a row. You just hope they haven't given Roy Halladay the lead he needs for the rest of this game as he steps in to try to push 2 more runners ahead. Ideal situation when you can get your pitcher on the field for a sacrifice bunt and then get him back in the shade. Momentary daylight at second base, but Livan couldn't get much on the throw. Halladay, 1 sacrifice today, 6 this year, 11 career. And he's swinging there.
Well, that's what I talked about the last time Halladay was up. He has the whole left side of the infield if he wants it. You got Jerry Hairston Jr. charging at third base. Alex Cora holding the runner on. All of a sudden, you got the whole left side if you want to pull back and just roll over a ground ball.
Cole Kimball is up here in the fourth inning. 5 hitters ago, you wouldn't have dreamed the bullpen would be throwing any pitches here.
Oh, this is what good hitting teams do with veteran hitters. They make adjustments the second time around.
Halladay will bunt it fair. Levon will pick it up and throw it over to Espinosa. Perfect sacrifice. And they'll get Halladay a little breather in the dugout before he has to go back out and pitch. 1-4 on that sack.
Yeah, perfect bunt right here. And just how you draw it up. Levon Hernandez, no hurry. He knows that Halladay doesn't run very well. Goes over and makes the play. Great job of getting the runners over by Roy Halladay.
Second base Mayberry, third base Dominic Brown, and now Levon has to deal with Jimmy Rollins. Flied him out in the first, struck him out swinging on that swing back fastball near his hands in the third. That's tough when he doesn't get that one. Jimmy Rollins high in the air to right. Worth is tracking it, and he has it at the wall. A 3-run inning that was within a couple of feet of being 6. Phillies have the lead. With our sideline report.
Well, Lily Mallorca is a sports reporter from Venezuela. She works on a show called Albamos Baseball. It's all about talking baseball. She also writes a column called Strike 4. She's also the mom of Wilson Ramos, the Nats catcher. She told me that it is a little awkward at times when she has to interview her son, but she really appreciates his professional feedback. She even told me that before the All-Star break, she gave him a homework assignment. She wants him to write down all the questions that a sports reporter should never ask a baseball baseball player. So a lot of fun there. She said goodbye to him before the game. She was leaving to go home back to Florida. Bob, FP.
I did run into her earlier in the game, and I wondered who is the lovely lady picking up a stat pack and game notes at this hour of the morning. Now we know.
Well, I heard Drew Storn was asked after the game yesterday, the first question, it wasn't even a question, when it rains, it pours. So maybe she puts that one in, not to ask Major League Baseball players.
That's pretty ridiculous. That's what somebody said to Drew Storn after the game?
That was the first question, a microphone stuck in front of his face, and it said, when it rains, it pours. And Drew said, I really don't know how to answer that.
I had it partly cloudy 78 yesterday.
I'm a closer, not a weatherman.
And a Michael Morse foul ball gets Carlos Ruiz. 2 balls, 1 strike. Bottom of the 4th underway. Well, after the Nats scored 17 runs in Baltimore, one of the first questions I heard after the game in the locker room that night, do you wish you could save some of these runs for tomorrow? Didn't know it worked that way. Nats would have swept that series easily. Oh, boy. Professors. Set them straight. 2-1. Morse looks at a beautiful breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's a fastball right in there. Momentum Philadelphia right now, to say the least. We'll check back in on our AT&T trivia with Ryan Howard homering on 5 Memorial Days now. Jim Thome has 6. Good for him. Lance Berkman also has 5. Alex Rodriguez and Albert Pujols have 4. A great, great baseball man is the all-time leader, by the way. Gil Hodges, the great Dodger, later a Met.
This guy's a different pitcher with a lead. He just turns it up a notch.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, he gets a do-over, gives up 2 early runs. Now he's got the lead. You're seeing his good stuff.
Keeping his hand dry with that rosin bag. Ramos singled through the shortstop hole, first time up. Halladay jams him. Wilson drops one into center, and he's 2 for 2. After some of the shots he's been hitting at people, he'll take those 2.
You'll take anything off Roy Halladay. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Great approach with 2 strikes, just keeping his hands inside the ball and battling. You put the ball in play. We talked about it yesterday. With 2 strikes, good things happen. Wilson Ramos right there fighting off a tough pitch, gets himself a knock.
Nats have been out hit by the Phillies 7-6. 5 Philadelphia hits coming consecutively there in the 4th inning. And then Jerry Hairston Jr. will be next. Bounced into a 5-4 fielder's choice first time. That was important because he came around and scored after the Cora hit and the Levon squeeze. Hairston's ball should have been a 5-4 double, 5-4-3 double play, but Polanco fumbled it over at third base. 1-on-1 out here in the 4th.
Well, Jerry Hairston didn't like either one of those calls from Hunter Wendelstedt. That's when you turn to the umpire and you say he doesn't need any help today.
Hairston 3 for 29 career against this pitcher. Number 8 man Alex Cora next. Hairston will take a pretty good whack on 0-2, but he'll fly to Mayberry. In right center, 2 outs. Geico President's Race, highly anticipated based on some pregame predictions, or at least suggestions by an unnamed TV analyst.
Well, I just thought that today was a day that Teddy was going to win. Jason Worth's comments in the paper about changes need to be made around here. Why doesn't Teddy ever win? He got the Phillies in town, Memorial Day. Jason Worth used to be a Philly. Halladay on the mound. What a perfect day for Teddy to win.
Yeah. That means now in the last 2 weeks, the world has not come to an end, and Teddy still hasn't won a race. Mysteries of the universe still unsolved. Low and inside Decora, who singled through the second base hole, first time. Well, as Americans, we're pretty vigilant, so we'll just have to keep an eye out every single day.
Nah, if it didn't happen today, it's never happened.
I think it's going to be game 1 of the World Series in this park someday.
That would be awesome.
Two balls and 2 strikes with a runner at first and 2 down. Serious jammage right there on Cora's hands. Howard takes care of it. And the Iwo Jima Monument, proud, tall, and majestic on this beautiful Memorial Day, with the monument and the dome in the distance. Red hot Michael Morse with his 7th.
Yeah, hot day balls carrying here at the ballpark. Michael Morse with a 2-strike sinker on his hands, muscles it out of the ballpark. That got it going for the Nats in the second. And Ryan Howard on a front hip sinker that got a little too much plate. Goes deep in the 4th, and Raul Ibanez right after him sits on a curveball, jacks that one into the bullpen. So on a warm day here in Washington, ball is flying.
Phillies have hit 45 home runs this year. Guess who they're tied with? The Nats, with 45 home runs.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
In that ballpark they played in?
How many home runs would our club hit up there? Of course, if they weren't facing Halladay and Lee and Hamels and Oswalt, probably a few more. But yeah, the Nats have the same number of homers this year as the Phillies. In fact, it was kind of odd. A week and a half ago when the Nats had that big outburst Friday night in Baltimore, those 17 runs tied them with the Phillies in runs at that point of the season. Phillies have taken off since then and lead the Nats by about 20 runs scored. But it is not the usual huge prolific year Philadelphia is having. The Nats just haven't found a way to stop them yet. Polanco's 1 for 2 with a base hit to right and a line drive to the third baseman Hairston, who plays him very close to the line in the 5th inning of a ball game. That's perfect on the outside corner.
And a couple great two-seamers from Livan Hernandez right there, back to back. Throw them off the plate away and let them run back and catch the outside corner.
Knowing Polanco as we do, he probably fouled that one away and might be thinking about right field here. Let's see if Ramos goes inside or out. It'll be out there. And Polanco with his right field swing bumps it out of play.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about the Nationals hitters this year with 2 strikes, and I've referenced Placido Polanco a couple of times on the air. He just got such a great approach with 2 strikes. I mean, I think the guy actually rather hit with 2 strikes because he's so good up there. And look at where he's holding the bat. He's choking up on the bat, spread out, taking a lot out of his swing. Look how high he is on his bat.
Look at how high he hits. On 1 and 2, he's hitting .323. That is crazy. Livan knocks it down, finds it. Got him. That ball was hard hit right into Livan Hernandez. Steve McCaddy, Lee Koontz coming out of the dugout. We'll see if Livan waves him off. He took a shot to the body right there. He says he's okay.
He's telling him it got him in the glove. I thought this one got some meat. Let's check it out. Talking about the 2-strike approach. That's just a great swing. Nice job of knocking that ball down. That's one Livan has to hustle after. Usually he takes his time out there, but it kicks so far away that he knows he's got an above-average runner, and he's got to get on it. Throws a strike to first to get him.
Yep. And I really thought for the first time in my 6 years here, I would see Livan Hernandez in a hurry. I was wrong. He did it calmly, got the out. Ball hit his glove, then his leg. No problem. Here's Utley.
Yeah, guys with simple swings are better with 2 strikes because they're anticipating anything. A lot of times you get ahead in the count as a hitter, 2-1, 3-1. You're looking for a pitch in a spot. But when you get to 2 strikes and you're a guy like Polanco, you're expecting anything. So he actually becomes a better hitter because he's ready for fastball. He's ready for off speed. He's got such a simple approach. He's so spread out and his swing is so short that it's tough to fool him.
All right, let me ask you something. Do you study hitters, or did you study hitters from other teams when you were looking at videotape?
I not only studied him, I studied him from the bench and maybe tried to copy some of the stuff that I thought I could, put into my swing or my approach. So if I was sitting in the Nationals dugout playing against Placido Polanco, I'd be looking at his 2-strike approach, thinking, when I get up there with 2 strikes, look how simple he keeps it. Look how spread out he is. He's choked up. Maybe I should try that. And there were certain hitters around the league that were like me that I would try to emulate. Maybe not copy their stance, but their approach, the way they went about it with 2 strikes, the way they ran the bases, maybe the way they fielded their position. So, as an opposing player, you can learn a lot from the team you're playing sometimes.
2-1 to Utley, who's 0 for 2. Well, I guess I just had a thought. I don't know if this is against clubhouse protocol or not, but I'd have to think that there are some guys on any team in baseball that would benefit from watching videotape of that guy hit.
Well, you just have to watch him in the box when you're playing him. They're in your division. You play him so many times throughout the season. And even if you're playing on defense right now, I used to sit out there and watch guys hit and say, oh, that is such a sweet approach right there. You're thinking it in your head, and you might be learning something while you're standing on defense.
Chase Utley walks in front of Ryan Howard here. Livan Hernandez, first walk of the day. Expect a great time at Miller Lite Party Night every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday when the Nats are home. Tickets start at $20. First drink on us. $5 brews, early entertainment, and some restrictions do apply. Nationals.com/party. Next ones will be here June 16th against St. Louis at Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, 17 and 18 against Baltimore. Ryan Howard 1 for 2 with a home run that woke up the Phillies offense last inning. 4 hits later, they had 3 runs to take the lead. That is a swing, says Bob Davidson at third base.
Now let's check it out. Did he go?
Hey, Bob knows a lot about first movement.
Balking Bob Davidson, is that who you're talking about?
Yeah.
He loves to call the balk.
Big time cut. No balls in, 2 strikes here in the top of the 5th. Runner going. Look at that throw, but it's dropped by Cora. The throw right into the bag with Chase Utley approaching. And I think it's safe to say Chase Utley's knees must be feeling fine. He's 2 for 2 stealing now.
A great throw from Wilson Ramos. Check out Levo. He's got to look out for this baseball. Just misses his head. And Cora just missed the ball. That's simple. Sure-handed guy. Makes the plays wherever you put him.
Yeah, ball just hit the thumb of his glove.
And that could be one of those throws, and I've taken those throws before, that has an extra gear. And all of a sudden you go down to field it and you're thinking that ball might be in the dirt, and has that late life on it where it's a lot like a pitcher's fastball and it just gets on you. Next thing you know, it's past you.
That was a tremendous throw from Ramos. Because Utley had a great jump.
A catcher in the Expos organization, Tim Laker, had the best arm I'd ever seen. And when I was playing second base, I used to take throws from him all the time. And I used to think, I got to pick this ball, I got to pick this ball. In the last little 5 feet, it would stay in the air and have some hop on it, hit me in the wrist, and he would stand there and look at me every time because I'd miss the baseball because he had such a great arm. You think it's going to bounce, and it just takes off.
One ball and 2 strikes to Howard. And just a look to get Utley back to the bag. If there's any player in baseball capable of stealing signs, relaying them, and helping a hitter, it would be Chase Utley, who I've always thought is one of the top 2 or 3 smartest guys in this game. He's the glue, really, that holds this Phillies team together. And they missed him. They did okay without him. But now that he's back, and if they get Shane Victorino back soon, look out.
And I had that patella tendonitis. I'll tell you what, it's one of the most painful injuries you could possibly have as a baseball player. It doesn't really hurt when you're going full speed. It's just the starting and stopping that kills you. It's pretty much the breaks your patella tendon. So whenever you stop quickly, that's when you feel the knives in your knee. Starting, same thing. But when you're rolling full speed or just standing there, it doesn't hurt that bad.
Utley missing 48 games to start the season. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Howard. Long battle here. And Levon trying to paint, missing away. Counts even.
He hasn't got the call from Hunter Wendelstedt on the 2-seamer away. That just missing off the plate. You see Levon looking in after the pitch. He wanted it.
Breaking ball had him way out ahead.
That slow 60-mile-an-hour curveball, even if you sit on it and you're Ryan Howard and you get it, it's still hard to generate enough bat speed to get that ball out of the ballpark. You can still do some damage with a single, hit a line drive with it, but it's so slow. You're sitting up here wondering, like, how's he going to hit the ball out of the ballpark if he does sit on it? So I throw it again. Maybe bounce it this time.
Pretty much goes against everything you ever learned as a hitter, right?
Yeah.
2-2. Who is this Ryan Howard fouling off pitches like he's a contact guy?
Well, he's spread out. Got a wider base underneath him. It's allowing him to let the ball get deeper. He doesn't have to go out and get it. He's on the plate more than he was last year. But look how spread out he is. I don't ever remember Ryan Howard being that wide with his base.
Ryan Howard, second in the league in strikeouts, coming in with 64. Drew Stubbs of Cincinnati, who they envisioned as a leadoff guy, leads the league with 66. And a 2-2 again. Got him. Just refusing to give in to the hitter and throw it off over the plate. And Levon gets the big K. That's number 3 today.
That's probably his 4th or 5th best pitch. He goes to the changeup right here against Ryan Howard. Look at him pull the string. Great pitch, good location. Howard, thinking it's a fastball, was way out in front.
They're going to walk Ibanez and take on Ruiz. Second walk of the inning and the game. And it'll be up to Carlos Ruiz, who doubled to the gap in left center his last time up, setting up the additional run this Phillies scored back in the 4th. Phillies on first and second with 2 outs here in the 5th. And this is our Delta game flow. Keep climbing from the official charter airline of the Washington Nationals. They'll be taking us out to Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport tomorrow, actually Wednesday night. And then on to San Francisco and San Diego on a long 11-game road trip.
Yeah, we're going to change the signs because Chase Utley's been on second base for a while conference.
Yeah. It's like trying to trade math problems with Einstein at second base. Now it's all about retiring Ruiz, who's now 4 for 9 career, actually 4 for 10 career against Levon with that double last time, and he gets a strike.
Yeah, middle infielders are the guys you have to worry about most on second base because, you know, when they're playing defense, they're always looking in at signs. You're playing shortstop, you're playing second base, you get a runner on second. You know what signs you're using, so that's where you go first. You want to figure out what signs the other team's using and if they're yours.
Why does Chase Utley walk towards center field from the bag? He'll get ready to do it here in a moment. He gets way behind the bag there before he takes his lead off.
That's a 2-out lead. You want to stay deep and create an angle to third base, so when you hit third on a base hit, you keep it tight. You just walk up and you stay deep. See that 2-out lead right there? He's creating an angle to score in his lead.
Okay.
So with 1 out, you're up in the baseline because you're thinking about advancing to third base, maybe stealing third base. With 2 outs, you stay deep in your lead, so you're creating a downhill angle toward third base. It's actually a shorter route to home on a base hit, so you don't have that big wide turn around third.
Well, we saw Roger Bernardino take a big turnaround second base on his way to third yesterday, and it was costly. Angle's important going around the bases. I knew you knew that. But we've seen Utley do that for a while and often wondered.
Most guys do that. Good base runners do that with 2 outs. You stay deep. You cut down the wide turn at third.
2-1 pitch. Fastball for a strike, high in the zone. I mean, you can talk about all the guys on this team. There are a lot of people in Philadelphia who feel that Carlos Ruiz almost every year is like one of the co-MVPs on this team.
He's clutch.
He is.
Lots of big hits.
Handles all these pitchers. He produces RBIs and batting average in the bottom part of the order. 2-2 pitch. Levon steps off.
See, he's looking at Chase Utley, not to see where he is or if his lead is too big. He's watching his movements, and if Levon sees something he doesn't like that looks fishy to him, he's stepping off.
Breaking ball popped up right side. Michael Morse there. That's a big out. Phillies leave 2. They've stranded 6 halfway through the game. Livan Hernandez to lead off. Nats trail 3-2. brought to you by Navy Federal Credit Union. We serve where you serve. DynCorp International. We serve today for a better tomorrow. Panasonic Solutions Company, enhancing government through innovative technology. And by USAA, proudly serving the financial needs of the military, veterans, and their families. Great day for a water taxi ride from Alexandria to the ballpark, by the way. And we air this game on Masson, celebrating Memorial Day, formerly known as Decoration Day. Memorial Day commemorates U.S. men and women who've lost their lives while in the military service. First enacted to honor Union soldiers of the American Civil War, expanded after World War I to include American military casualties of any war or military action. We thank all past and current members of the U.S. military for their work and dedication in protecting our country.
Yeah, 100 professional baseball players lost their lives during World War II.
Wow.
And the tradition of playing the Star-Spangled Banner before baseball games began during World War II.
I think a lot of folks would have thought it went way back farther than that. There's Livan Hernandez. Picked up an RBI, his 82nd career on a squeeze bunt back in the second, bringing in Jerry Hairston Jr. Target away. Livano loft one down the right field line. Dominic Brown on the run, grabbing the foul ball. All right, FP, there have been interesting stories down through the years, and one of the most interesting with a war veteran involves the Washington Senators.
It does. I was doing some research today for Memorial Day, trying to find a correlation between baseball and today with soldiers, and it happens to be right here with a Washington Senator pitcher, Bert Shepard. He lost his leg during World War II on his 34th fighter mission. He's attacking an airfield east of Germany, Hamburg, Germany. He was shot down. Why is this story so interesting? Well, he pitched after that. He lost his leg, and in August of 1945, he made his only major league appearance. It was the Senators versus the Red Sox. The Senators were down 14-2. He came in the game and pitched. He struck out the first batter he faced. So he lost his leg during World War II in an accident. He's a big league baseball player, comes back and pitches a game for the Senators in 1945. Wow. How awesome is that?
That's amazing. We think of so many things on this day, and I think about our young people in this country and who they idolize. I think my advice on any holiday like this, when we think about our military and those men and women who have given so much for us, and like I said on the air yesterday, most of us have done nothing to earn our liberty, but others have done a whole lot. And I would like our young people to just pick their heroes very carefully these days, because there are a lot of flashes in the pan out there who want your attention for a day or two or a week or two. But let's focus in on the guys who are really heroes, the guys and the women who are really heroes in this country. Today's about substance, not style.
Well said.
2-1.
And you think of all the baseball players that served their country, maybe some of them during the prime of their career. Ted Williams, Hank Greenberg, Bob Feller, Joe DiMaggio. Christy Matheson joined the Army during World War I. And this is during the prime of their careers, and they went to serve our country. And I've met a lot of people that serve our country since I've moved to Washington, D.C., and they say, you know what, FP, it's all we want to hear is thank you. So I'll go up to veterans all the time. I'll see guys at the memorials. I'll just walk up and shake their hand and say thank you.
That ball lifted to right off the bat of Danny Espinosa, and this game is tied. Danny said hello to the troops earlier. He says hello to the Phillies with his 8th homer of the year.
See, that's karma right there. We're talking about good things, and good things happen for the Nationals. Danny Espinosa getting all of that one.
2 homers against Halladay today. That doubles his season total coming in.
Yeah, low ball hitter from the left side of the plate, high ball hitter from the right side of the plate. You look at the location right there, the pitch just goes down and digs it out. Not a bad pitch from Roy Halladay, just a good swing by Danny Espinosa.
Yeah, and you know, this is not a bandbox like Philadelphia. You have to earn everything in this ballpark. And there are no cheap homers over that 15-foot scoreboard out there.
Yeah, just ask Jimmy Rollins in the 4th inning. He hit a ball to the track. He's shaking his head saying that's a home run in Philly.
Yeah, this is a much more fair ballpark. So Danny Espinosa hitting left-handed for that at bat.
I can't tell you how big that is for a young player that struck out his first 2 times. When I was his age, if I had a couple bad at-bats, it turned into a horrible day. That's something you learn later in your career when you're more of a mature player. You have a couple bad ABs, you can turn it around. But when I was young, if I struck out twice, that was an 0 for 4, 0 for 5 easy. So nice job at turning a bad day into a good day.
Worth swings through one. As mentioned earlier, Roy Halladay, 2 homers in his first 85 innings. Now the Nats have 2 in his last 3 2/3. Worth with a base hit to left last time. He'll go right field, and this will play for Dominic Brown. Nats are gone in the 5th, but Danny Espinosa, with a homer coming kind of out of nowhere, ties the game at 3. Big fly to tie the game. 6th inning coming up. Solutions that help you achieve your financial goals from PNC. For the achiever in you, they bring us our minor league report, and we check in on our old buddy from Coldwater, Ohio, Craig Stammen, who went 4-4 in 35 games, 19 starts for the Nats last year, and 4-7 the year before that. Starting for Syracuse, good ERA, good record. So let's see, 9 starts, 56 innings. And the opponent's hitting just .257. Keep it going, Craig Stammen, one of the nicest young men in this organization. Hope to see him back in the big leagues. Livan Hernandez now back even, about to throw his 92nd pitch. Dominic Brown leads off, RBI single last time up. And a first pitch fly ball to Jason in right field. That's what the Philly fans have been chanting.
Yeah, ooh, you got me with that one. Chant my name.
Yep.
You're really rattling me. Come on. You're chanting his name.
Phillies box score, big blows by Howard and Ibanez, the back-to-back homers. And then after Ruiz double, the Dominic Brown single, and that's how the Phillies got their 3 runs on 5 hits in the 4th inning. Here's John Mayberry, a double and a single. That's on the inside half. So Mayberry comes in hitting .226. He's at .242 now. The son of a hard-hitting major league, Big John Mayberry. Big, strong, left-handed hitting first baseman for the Kansas City Royals. They called him Big John. John Jr. went to Stanford, hit .312 there over 3 years, a two-time All-American and an All-Pac-10. Born in Kansas City, they got him in a trade from Texas for Greg Golson back in November of '08. The doctor is next. Hits are even at 7. It's a 3-3 ball game here in the 6th. Big breaking ball, Livan Hernandez. That'll be his 4th strikeout of the day. And he'll face Roy Halladay with the bases empty.
That was the hard one. 70 miles an hour from Livan Hernandez, and look how much this breaks.
He still gets it away off the plate against a pitcher or a hitter, FP, that's really jamming home plate there.
Yeah, a little tilt to that pitch. Usually his big curveball goes straight down 12-6, and that one had a lot of tilt at the end.
Yeah, John Mayberry jamming the plate as much as any hitter we've seen lately. Halladay, pair of sacrifices today. He'll line one on a one-hopper to Alex Cora. Great inning for Livan Hernandez. Against the bottom of the order, the Nats have their 4, 5, and 6 coming up.
Weather the storm.
By your local Ford dealers and by Quikrete, great cement and concrete products. And look at those sizzling dogs on a holiday. Dogs on the grill, one of the best things about any holiday afternoon. We're going bottom 6. Roy Halladay touched up by the Nats. 3 runs on 7 hits in 5 innings. Livan Hernandez nearly matching him pitch for pitch. Livan's at 98 pitches. Halladay is at 83. Danny Espinoza, ties the game. Bottom 5th with a 2-out homer.
Well, it's been the battle of the big flies today. Morse with a homer, Espinoza with a homer, Howard with a homer, and Ibanez with a homer. And these are the days you like to hit. It's hot out, balls carrying, get it in the air.
Nix, Morse, and Ramos for the Nats. Fans dancing for some more runs. Showing some good moves here.
Is that a rally dance?
Sure.
You didn't sound completely sold on the rally dance.
Well, I was just thinking about what steps I would employ. That could be ugly.
Oh, geez.
Here's Nix. He goes up hacking. Fly ball right field. Heading for the scoreboard. It's another one. Look at these Nats blasting away. 4-3 Washington.
Given up 2 home runs all year, and that's his 3rd home run he's given up today to the Nationals. Check out the swing from Lance Nix. How sweet is this? Elevated fastball, center cut fastball, and he's on it. You're going to get one pitch every at-bat from Roy Halladay, and you can't miss it. Lance Nix got it right there on the first pitch, right down the middle, and he was all over it.
Lance Nix has now doubled his home run total from a year ago with Cincinnati when he had 165 at-bats. His 8th of the year. Here's Michael Morse, who's gone deep today.
And he doesn't care who's pitching. You remember the home run off Tim Lincecum? Now he's got a home run off Roy Halladay.
Man, that should be some kind of award.
Yeah, the bigger the pitcher, the bigger he gets.
Michael Morse will swing and foul one back. Now the Nats box score gets another entry in it, as we will add Lance Nix. Home run by Morse leading off the second. RBI by Levon on a squeeze bunt later. Espinosa 5th inning blast. Nix 6th inning solo. Now the Nats have hit 47 home runs this year. Michael Morse severely jammed. Ryan Howard will take it alone.
Let's go back to the home run swing from Lance Nix. You talk about him breaking a couple of bats early this game, and Roy Halladay trying to pound him in. Look where Ruiz is set up, and look where the ball ends up. So Halladay's not, he knows that he's going to swing first pitch. He's not trying to throw that ball over the middle of the plate. He was trying to bury that in, and he's gotten that pitch into him. So even the best miss their spots once in a while, and you got to be on top of it, and Lance Nix was.
Wilson Ramos 2 for 2 today. Halladay was ready, then he stepped off and wiped his brow. And Ramos goes up hacking, looking hitterish. Some of the Nats lying in ambush today.
Well, you're just wondering if the heat's starting to affect Roy Halladay a little bit. 11 hits his last time out, 8 hits and 4 runs today from the Nationals. It's a hot day out there, and all of a sudden he's missing his spots. I'm talking about earlier, once he gets a lead, he's a different pitcher, but you got to wonder if he's fatiguing a little bit in the middle of this game.
Ramos jammed on that one. So Halladay gets inside on Morse and Ramos, 2 big, strong right-handed kids. And Hairston coming up, he's 0 for 2. Write an essay of 100 words or less to nominate your dad on Father's Day, and he might win a free trip to Nationals Park with the whole family and a chance to throw out the first pitch. It's a great present to give Dad. Send your submission to promotions@nationals.com and do that by June 13th to nominate your father. Father's Day is Sunday, June 19th, when the Nats play the Orioles. So we're looking at 90s and mid-90s here at the end of May. What's coming in June, July, and August? My goodness. It's supposed to be mid-90s tomorrow in the district. It's a fastball inside, and then above 90, maybe 93 on Wednesday, when the Nats and the Phillies will play another day game.
I'd rather it be like this than cold when we first got here.
So are the hitters. You're not a pitcher, that's why you like it. Oh my. Shattered bat. Rollins sails one over to Howard, but the Nats take the lead. Lance Nix going yard, 8th of the year, 56th of his career, and the Nats back on top 4-3.
Thank you for what you do and all the sacrifice you make, and it does not go unnoticed here.
That's like FP said earlier. Thanks, Sean. All they want to hear is thank you. And all Lance Nix wants to hear is you're in the lineup. Go get him. Does it again today. For every Nats walk drawn this season, Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield contributes $50 to the Boys and Girls Club of Greater D.C. 161 walks, $8,050. Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield wants each of us to take that first step towards a more active and healthy lifestyle. Sean Burnett, as if on cue, warms up. Levon about to throw pitch number 99. The Nats would be ecstatic to get 7 from him today with the lead. We'll see. Top of the order here, Jimmy Rollins 0 for 3. He hit a home run last time up in Philadelphia, but a can of corn here. Outside, 2-0. Lets up a bit and gets the strike. Placido Polanco's hit the ball sharply 3 times today. Rollins will hit it in the air, shallow center, and that's what you want against him. Ankiel, easy grab, 7th inning underway. Mid-Atlantic Sports Report returns tomorrow at 5:30, and Debbie Taylor will have an interview with Dick Enberg, legendary broadcaster, longtime network guy, 8 Super Bowls, and now the TV man for the San Diego Padres. Mid-Atlantic Sports Report, Mass in HD with Tom, Dave, Phil, and Mel coming your way. Back for the rest of the week tomorrow. Should I say, oh my. Dick's signature call. And it's a strike to Polanco, who has singled to right, lined out to Hairston at third, and lined one off Levon Hernandez, on which the pitcher retired him. Look at this kid swing the bat. 4 shots today, and Levon's mad because he didn't knock that one down.
That was 5-hole action from Placido Polanco. That's right through the wickets.
How's this guy only batting .314? Who gets him out 7 out of 10 times?
He's upset that he didn't make this play. Charge it, Levo.
Well, things don't get any funnier now. It's Utley and Howard the next 2, and Jim Riggleman is coming out to change pitchers. It'll be a double switch. Hairston, the last man to bat in the 6th. He will come out. Looks like Desmond's going to go to short, and then Cora will move to third. And then whoever is the new pitcher,
great job.
Sean Burnett, will be batting 7th.
That's a solid outing from Levon Hernandez against a great hitting team.
We promised you the Levo Show today. just next to Lafayette Square there. And here we are down on South Capitol Street, where Alex Cora will move over to third base, have a little chat with Juan Samuel. That's because Ian Desmond has moved him over there. Desmond will bat ninth and play shortstop. And then pitching seventh in Jerry Hairston's spot will be Sean Burnett. 25th game, looking to bring that ERA down. In 18, now 19 innings, Sean's given up 17 hits, but 11 earned runs. Couple of lefties to take on here. By the book move by Jim Riggleman with Utley and Howard coming in. Todd Coffey ready when needed. There's not another right-handed batter for 3 more hitters. And so it's lefty-lefty with Burnett and Utley. First pitch strike. Best sounding thing to any reliever. The large man next. Chase Utley, 2 for 7 career with a home run against Sean Burnett. Out of play, left side. Quickly 0-2.
How short is Chase Utley's swing? So compact and so much power for just a short, simple approach. I've been talking a lot about Placido Polanco today, but you wonder why Chase Utley is able to put up the numbers he puts up every year. Very simple swing, very short swing. Not a whole lot to it. Tough to fool.
Polanco first base with 1 out after rifling one up the middle. And Burnett takes that breaking ball and bends it way outside. 1-2. They're in the 7th inning now in Atlanta. Padres and the Braves are still 2-2. Atlanta 3.5 back of these Phillies. Marlins play later tonight on the coast. And him reaching. Unfortunately, it stays foul. Little tapper. Best records in baseball. Phillies, the surprising Indians, St. Louis hitting over 280 as a team. And a lot of folks would consider the Marlins a surprise too.
Hey, remember the start the Red Sox got off to. Look at where they're at.
Amazing. They've won 4 of their last 5 and lead the Yankees and Tampa Bay in the East. The crazy division is the AL West, where Texas, the Angels, Oakland, and Seattle are all a game and a half apart. 4 teams. Now Burnett works it to 2-2. Time to find a way to put this hitter away. Utley 0 for 2 with a walk and a stolen base.
Able to wait so long on that fastball. You see Chase Utley right there. Just a good pitch from Sean Burnett. A fastball with 2 strikes. Just picking it out of Wilson Ramos's glove.
Runner at first. Morse plays behind Polanco. 2-2 pitch, and Chase Utley's not biting. This is one guy you have to throw him a strike to get him out. Big man swinging a heavy pipe next.
Michael Morse is playing behind Placido Polanco at first base. He's going to get a great jump here, 3-2. No, he didn't go.
Doesn't have to. That hurts. Burnett had him 0-2. And here comes Ryan Howard with 2 aboard and 1 out. Got his first day of the season off yesterday after starting 52 ball games. And Burnett misses low. Once every dozen ABs against the Nats, so hopefully no worries on that till the next series. We'll see. Bouncing ball, Morse can't get it. Around third is Polanco, and the walk really hurts. Tie game. That takes a win, a possible win, away from Livan Hernandez. And now the Phillies have the lead run at third base with one out. Sean Burnett continues to struggle.
He's struggling against lefties, too. He's brought in to face Utley, Howard, and Ibanez, the left-on-left matchups. The center-cut fastball right there. Michael Morse with a good effort. Danny Espinosa, they had to cheat in. They couldn't have that big shift they usually put on Ryan Howard because of the double play opportunity. So now you got the infielders playing where they're supposed to, and Ryan Howard beats it.
Exmo brought to you by the 2011 Jeep Compass. And now Sean Burnett's really got a problem. If he can't get this lefty Ibanez. Totally missing his spot there. Front door, luckily inside. Don't want to even think about what would have happened had that ball been over the plate.
A strikeout situation for Sean Burnett. Looking for a ground ball, too. So you're trying to throw something down in the strike zone to entice a ground ball.
He keeps missing front door to a left-hander. And FP, you know this. Inside the lefties, danger zone.
And you can't throw 3 or 4 pitches in a row, the same pitch. It's been 3 sliders in a row from Burnett to Ibanez. Good hitters see that. They make the adjustment. Allows you to pick it up earlier.
Line drive to right. Worth will get it, but the Phillies will take the lead on a sac fly by Ibanez. That run charged to Burnett because of the walk to Utley. And the Phillies lead 5-4.
Doing 3 sliders in a row and chose to go elevated fastball right there, and Ibanez was all over it. That ball was roasted.
And that was not a double play pitch, was it?
Up in the strike zone, elevated fastball. And that's where he was looking for it. If you're a good hitter with runners in scoring position, you're looking for the ball up in the strike zone to get to the outfield to elevate it for the sac fly.
Carlos Ruiz, the hitter. That's a hit to right field. First and third, 2 outs.
Oh, and these guys decide to go fast break. They go fast break. You look at the 4th inning, all the hits in a row, and now in the 7th inning, single walk, single sac fly, single. They can string some offense together when they want to.
And suddenly, FP, in the last couple of weeks, the left side of the Nats bullpen has become a concern. Dominic Brown 1 for 3 with a single. Sean Burnett gets a first pitch strike. He was ahead of Utley and walked him, and now 2 hits around a sac fly later. The Phillies have a 2-run inning. That's a good pitch. Outside corner. 1-2, popped up. Right side, Ramos. Nats are out of the inning, but the Phillies will go into the 7th inning stretch with that lead seesawing back their way. Jim Riggleman's bottom 2 hitters, then the top coming up. Phillies led, Washington back, and now the Phils on top. 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Yeah, a night game. What are those? Cliff Lee, 4-4, and he's 3-0 career against the Nationals with a 1.44 ERA. Takes on Jason Marquis, 5-2, and at home this year, Marquis is 3-0 with a 159 earned run average. 6:30 Nats Extra. 7 o'clock, FP and I will join you from the booth, and 7:05 first pitch. Roy Halladay has a lead despite giving up solo homers today in FP. The saying is, you can make a lot of money if you just give up solos.
Yeah, but if you would have told me the Nats would have 3 home runs off Roy Halladay today and be behind, I mean, they are taking advantage of some opportunity. Halladay leaving some pitches out over the plate. You look at that center cut fastball right there to Lance Nix. He's all over that pitch. So he's given up 2 home runs all year before today. Today, he's given up 3 against the Washington Nationals.
Here's something else he's done. By going 6 innings today, Roy Halladay has now gone 6 or more innings in 60 consecutive road starts. Our statistical guru, Carter Myers, tells us that the big train, Walter Johnson, did that 82 straight times from 1911 to 1915. And Carter said he enjoyed every one of those ball games when he saw them.
Guy gets you a nugget like that, you throw him under the bus.
The pride of Harrisonburg, Virginia, helping us out crunching some numbers today, and we always love it when Carter is here. We go bottom 7 now with Cora, Desmond, and Ankiel. Alex Cora 1 for 2 today, continuing his fine hitting. He's over 330 now for his last 19 games. Then we'll see Ian Desmond for the first time before Ankiel comes in. Roy Halladay, 92 pitches, 66 strikes. Hey, this guy can go all day. He threw 123 pitches against the Nats in that game back on April 13th. A 6-hit, 3-2 complete game.
He runs up some crazy pitch counts. You just wonder if that's ever going to catch up with him. That's not a machine out there. It's a human being. A tremendous work ethic. The guy works harder than most people do between starts. His workouts are legendary. You just wonder if someday that's going to catch up to him.
Just turned 34, May 14th. Phillies bullpen working hard. That's Michael Stutz, the right-hander. Antonio Bastardo, the lefty. Alex Cora, broken bat. It dies the hero. He's thinking 2 bags here. Into second base easily, starting the 7th inning. And now Alex Cora is 2 for 3 today.
Yeah, take him any way you can get him off this guy. Little cutter on the inner half, just pulls his hands inside the baseball. You called it. Bat died a hero. Leadoff man on second. Got to get him over. This has been a big point of concern for the Nationals the last couple of days. Situational hitting.
Roy Halladay, we feel your pain. The Nats have given up a lot of little flares down the lines lately. Desmond, that's beautiful. This might be a hit. First and third, nobody out. I'm telling you, that guy needs to bunt more. He really gets the ball close to the chalk lines when he lays them down.
And it just goes to show you that even though everybody knows you're bunting, if you place the ball where you want to, you can get hits out of it. You can turn sacrifice bunts into hits. Look, it squares around early, kills the baseball. Everybody knows Ian Desmond is bunting. He does a great job of not only getting the runner over, but getting himself a hit.
You know, and he is 7th in the league in strikeouts now, FP, and no middle infielder should be anywhere near that category. He could buy himself a lot more contact and more base hits by doing just that.
Yeah, and you also make the infield aware of it, and they have to move in. They come in, you create more holes for yourself when you swing away. So there are a lot of benefits to be able to getting down a base hit bunt. You watch him run down the line there, and you know why he had the day off today. Saw Ian Desmond, a little limp, running down to first base. You wonder, how bad is that leg?
Big spot for Rick Ankiel, 1 for 3. The Nationals have now collected double-digit hits against Roy Halladay. And the tying runs at third with nobody out here in the 7th. Ankiel career 3 for 8 against Roy Halladay, including his first inning base hit. That ball is a swing and a foul tip. Runners have to go back.
When you have these situations, we've been talking a lot about situational hitting. You want to seal the deal with nobody out.
Right.
You want to get the job done right now. You don't want to pass it to the next guy, because what happens is if you don't get it done, now he starts pressing. And the guy in deck is thinking about it, and if he doesn't get it done, the third guy's really pressing. So nobody out right here. You've got to take advantage of the situation. Get the runner in right now. Seal the deal.
Up the middle. Halladay knocks it down. He has a play at the plate. Alex Cora going on contact with nobody out. And the Nats lose a runner at third base. Oh, that really hurts. 1-2-5 on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, that's one where you got to hang out at third base a little bit, make him throw this ball to second, but he saw the ball booted and thought he could beat the play home. I think he was originally holding up, but as soon as Halladay missed that ball, Alex Cora thought he got a chance to get home. With one out, you go automatically if you're at third base. With nobody out, you got to hold on. Make the pitcher make the play to first base.
You know, one of the most important parts of doing the fundamental things right in this game, partner, is waiting for the game to give you your opportunity. You can't create something out of nothing.
Well, it was an aggressive mistake by Alex Cora, and I know what he was thinking right there. I'm going to hang out, but as soon as he saw the ball ricochet, maybe he thought it went a little bit farther than it did originally, and then he was caught in no man's land.
Here's Espinosa, who homered last time up. You know what Roy Halladay's thinking, even though that pitch was not down. He's thinking ball on the ground, end of the inning here. Let's see if Danny can do something about that.
A lot of times when you're at third base and you see that ball kick off the pitcher, you don't have a very good reference point. A lot of times when you're at third, the ball kicks away from the catcher. It's hard to tell how far the ball goes away from the catcher. And you see guys come down the line. Same thing right there for Alex Cora. It's a play he'll tell you that he made a mistake on, but he was being aggressive, and he probably thought the ball rolled farther away than it did.
But you made the point, nobody out. No runner behind him. Now it's 0-2 to Espinoza. Danny will take a fastball outside.
Well, a team that's aggressive on the base pass, Bob, there's going to be times when it's tough to watch. That's just part of being aggressive. You know, we get all excited when they go first to third or take the extra base. But when you have that mindset as a ball club, aggressive, aggressive, aggressive on the bases, you're going to run into some outs that aren't pretty to watch.
Jason Worth 1 for 3 today. Off-speed pitch. Espinoza lifts it to left. That'll be the second out. And it'll be up to Jason Worth against his former teammates now. Today's copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. Two on, two out. Jason Worth. 1 RBI in the last week and a half. That came on a first inning single yesterday. And after a brief chat with Carlos Ruiz, he digs in. Worth is 3 for 11 career against Roy Halladay. One of those ninth inning situations that just arrives a little bit earlier when you're playing a first place ball club and every pitch is so vital. 2 on, 2 out here in the 7th. 5-4 Phils.
That was a mistake. And that's when Jason Worth wants back. 1-2 fastball, center cut, fouled it straight back. That's telling everybody in the ballpark that he was right on it.
All right, Halladay now. Next pitch will be number 110. Worth reaching and barely staying alive.
Dodge on the Expo. Let's check out the 2-strike hack from Jason Worth. Serious plate coverage from a tall guy.
7th inning over. Any doubt Roy Halladay still has enough in the tank at this stage of a hot day to close out the 7th? He did.
day, a time to reflect on the ones we lost, the ones that are serving in our military. And Cole Kimball told me that he's got a cousin and a very good friend that are in the military, and he knows all too much what they're going through.
Being away from their family, their friends, and the hardships that they go through over there, and the losses they suffer and stuff like that. It's not lost on us back here. I think that a lot of guys in the clubhouse and a lot of people around the world know the kind of sacrifices they're making.
And also a big thank you from all of us to all of our troops who serve and protect us every day, and a special appreciation for those who have lost their lives fighting for our freedom. Bob, FP?
Thank you, Debbie. Well said by you and by Cole Kimball. Top of the 8th inning, Todd Coffey, 20th appearance for the Nats. ERA going down. Phillies will pinch hit for Roy Halladay in this 8th inning. John Mayberry will lead off. And right behind him, they have Ross Glode to take on this big, strong right-hander who's pitching very well.
Fastball slider split from Coffey. He's been running the fastball up there 95 miles an hour at times. His slider has been great all season long.
That's Jose Contreras, who started the season as the Phillies closer with Brad Lidge out. He went on the DL. Ryan Madsen replaced him as the closer, and now Contreras back in a very important role in that bullpen. It was truly a bullpen by committee for the Phillies right now. Top 8, John Mayberry, 2 for 3 with a double and a single. Ross Glode, one of the better left-handed pinch hitters in the game. Reno. And Todd Coffey throws in that 3-0 fastball.
Good pitch, good spot. 3-1 fastball, pain away. Good comeback, down 3-0, 3-2. Now you got to make a pitch.
Fastball up. Late for it is Mayberry, and it'll be unplayable. They're in the top of the 9th at Atlanta. The Padres and the Braves are still tied at 2. Only other game involving the National League East on this Memorial afternoon. And Coffey with a big bending breaking ball. I tell you, that slider's so good, they're even swinging at it when it ends up way outside.
Nice comeback strikeout for Todd Coffey. Down the count 3-0. Throw strike 1, strike 2, foul ball, and a nasty slider for strike 3. Check out the frisbee from Coffey. Mayberry can't hold up.
Here's pinch hitter Ross Glode, who had 15 pinch hits for the Phillies last year. He's 8 for 28 with 2 RBIs this year. He'll go up hacking like a lot of late inning pinch hitters do. And over to have a look and a reach and a catch is Alex Cora. 2 outs.
Good job by the fans right there, letting Cora make the play. A lot of times you'll see fans run interference on plays like this. Alex Cora goes over. Nice job of staying out of the way. Check him out. Some serious self-defense over there, but nice play, Alex Cora.
Yeah. I'm sure that lady's purse would have really helped her had that one come down in the vicinity.
Well, that's one if you're on the road, you get no help at all. Guys are reaching, sticking fingers in your eyes. It's a tough play to make, but at home, good job. Stay out of his way, let him make the play.
Hey, the fans on the Exmo brought to you by Ram Trucks, designed, tested, and proven to be the best trucks Dodge has ever built. Ram. Bases empty, 2 outs. Jimmy Rollins 0 for 4. Outside 1-1. And reaching to foul one away is Rollins. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the 8th. Roy Halladay's day, 7 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs. Did not walk a batter, struck out 5, gave up 3 homers, all solos. Could win the game, giving up 4 runs on 10 hits. He just never gives you a free pass. So if you hit a home run, odds are at the most it'll be a 2-run shot and most probably a solo. That's what great pitchers do.
No free base runners.
Well, they had Bastardo up. Or Contreras. It'll be Bastardo because they have Lance Nix, the Nats do, leading off. Could be a 1-batter appearance. We'll see how Charlie Manuel plays it. Take the Nats with you wherever you go this season. You can see every game live on demand on your computer or your favorite device. It's MLB.tv. Baseball everywhere. To check it out and to order, go to nationals.com.
That foul ball got Wilson Ramos in the toe, so they're giving him a couple seconds to catch his breath.
Coffey has Rollins 1 and 2 with 2 outs. And a very defensive swing. Jimmy doesn't like this guy a whole lot. A lot of hitters, left or right, don't these days.
Roll fastball away.
See what you can do with it. And a ground ball to Desmond out at short. A 1-2-3 8th inning for Todd Coffey. 4, 5, and 6 coming for the Nats with Lance Nix, Michael Morse, and Wilson Ramos. Those first 2 have hit home runs today. in the scorebook right now. Roy Halladay gone, and a chance for his 7th win of the year. Levon deserves better than he got today, which will be a no decision. And the Nats have not been able to hit a home run with anybody on base during this homestand against San Diego and Philadelphia. The home runs have been there, just short on the little stuff.
They make up our 4 drives of the game. Let's check it out. Michael Morse gets it going with a 2-strike swing. Muscles a ball out of this ballpark. Livan Hernandez makes a mistake right there out over the plate. You see the curveball to Raul Ibanez. And Danny Espinosa digging a good pitch out from Roy Halladay. And that one, folks, was up in the zone and out of the ballpark. Lots of home runs here today. Like I said before, hot day, ball is carrying, get it in the air.
25-year-old left-hander Antonio Bastardo takes over for the Phils, his 21st game. He has swept in and grabbed 3 wins with a good ERA of 1.42. He's from the Dominican, 5'11", 197. Might be in for one hitter. They have their other lefty, J.C. Romero, warming up. And Nix will take a fastball upstairs.
Bastardo's got a fastball slider change. Fastball averages about 93 miles an hour.
Jose Contreras, probably for Morse and Ramos' backup. And Nix on a ball tailing away from him. Will hit it right to the center fielder, Mayberry.
I wonder if Lance Nix is going to get a look-see against Lee tomorrow. We haven't seen him start very much against left-handers, but he's swinging the bat so well. He's such a force up there. You wonder if Jim Riggleman's going to give him a start against a lefty.
By the way, on this homestand, the Nationals in the 8th and the 9th innings have collected a grand total of 3 hits. One of those Michael Morse won a ball game with, but it's going to be tough again as Contreras comes in to face the righties. Morse and Ramos, the next 2 hitters, at the Potomac Nationals down there at Fitzner Stadium in Woodbridge, celebrating a post-championship season, defending that Carolina League title. Come visit. Tickets 703-590-2311. Very creative promotions, a lot of specials for tickets and treats. PotomacNationals.com. Jose Contreras has 5 saves on the year. Right now, setting things up for Ryan Madsen. This year in 10 innings, only 4 hits, has not given up a run. So the ERA is 0. Long-time American League right-hander has made 175 career starts. Let the Phillies like him in a late inning role. And that hits Michael Morse. A fastball tailing up and in.
Fastball in, wear it, tying runs on first. And Contreras features a two-seam fastball, a slider, and a split. You see the fastball get away from him. Nats will take a base runner any way they can get him in the 8th inning.
Only the second time Mike's been hit this year. He stands way off the plate, a hard guy to hit. And here's Wilson Ramos. Pitcher spot due up next, and that's where Matt Stairs is waiting. That's why they have J.C. Romero warming up. So this should be the last hitter faced by Contreras. And Ramos will take one in there. Wilson's had a good day. Base hit to left. A flare to center. 2 for 3.
Phillies outfield right now playing no doubles. Raul Ibanez almost on the track in left field. Mayberry's deep. And Dominic Brown's way back there. If you're an outfielder right now, you can't have anything hit over your head. Got to keep everything in front of you with the tying run on first.
Ramos gets jammed. Fair ball third base side. Utley off the bag. So safe at second, out at first. And Dan Radisson points to make sure Michael Morse doesn't wander off that base. Polanco pulling Utley off the bag. It'll be a 5-4-3 1-out play.
Yeah, Polanco playing no doubles at third base. Just the underhand feet a little high to chase Utley. Good call, nowhere near the bag. Good awareness to keep the play going and get the out at first base as well. See the short arm quick throw, quick release. Got the catcher running. You know you have time. Good play by Chase Utley.
Well,
bad feed, though, by Placido Polanco. Now the tying runs in scoring position. Big conference at the mound. Do you want to face Stairs or do you want to face Cora? Generally speaking, you don't put the go-ahead run on. But they're talking about how they want to approach the pinch hitter, Matt Stairs.
Overall, as a National, Stairs is 3 for 33. We don't care what the number is as long as there's an RBI tacked onto that graphic somewhere. Now Brian Bixler will go out and run for Michael Morse.
That's one where Michael Morse is going, are you faster than me? Sure?
I'm pretty sure he is.
Maybe you limp off the field when that happens. You never want to admit the guy that's coming out is faster than you are.
Matt Stairs hit the ball right on the button yesterday, lined out hard to right in the 8th inning. Contreras, one of those guys who throws from the first base side of the pitching rubber, creating that angle to the outside corner. Stairs up the middle. Utley's playing out there, though. And the Nats continue to lack late game hitting. 5-4 into the 9th. Message and data rates may apply. Masson Mobile Live. Alex Cora goes to first base. It'll be his third infield position of the day. Brian Bixler will play third. And all defensive players are accounted for. Here's Henry Rodriguez.
Yeah, fastball slider change from Henry Rodriguez. We know about the triple-digit fastball. The slider's been good of late. And changeup has been good. So off-speed has been the story for Henry Rodriguez of late.
In the top of the ninth, Placido Polanco, Chase Utley, and Ryan Howard for the Phillies. Ryan Madsen warming up in the Phillies bullpen to try to close things out in a while. Will it be a one-run game? By the way, just something to look at here. The Nationals are 4-12 in one-run games since the middle of May. Can you believe that? That many one-run games?
I can believe the record.
I'm sorry, they're 4-12 overall, 1-8 during that time in one-run games. It's unbelievable. 1 out of 9 since the middle of May. And another one today.
Well, their situational hitting hasn't been where they'd like it to be, and that's why they're 1-8 in one-run baseball games.
You're being very kind, sir.
Not getting guys over, not getting guys in, making mistakes on the bases. That's how you lose one-run baseball games. You got to do the little things on offense when your team isn't swinging the bats, and they haven't done them of late.
And Rodriguez bounces the breaking ball. 1-1 to Polanco, who's hit 4 shots today, and he's 2 for 4. Utley and then Howard, 2, 3, 4 for the Phils, top 9. Sizzling fastball. Too close to take. And Polanco, the ultimate contact guy, bumps it off to the right side. Phillies are trying to win their 34th game of the year, trying to go 19-11 against the East, and trying to go 6-1 against the Nationals. Rodriguez walks his 9th man in 11 2/3 innings. So as we reset things here, just beyond 4 o'clock, long battle, nearly 2.5 hours already. Top of the 9th inning. And the Phillies even in hits with the Nats at 10-10, lead 5-4. Nationals numerous opportunities, lost again today. 6 runners stranded. A runner lost at the plate for the first out of an inning on a ground ball. And Chase Utley steps in 0 for 2 with a pair of walks. Pardon me, almost 3 hours. We did start at 1:08, didn't we? A balk has been called. I don't think it was Bob Davidson, the third base umpire. Might have been Jerry Lane out at second.
This should be interesting. You're not allowed to argue a balk. And Jim Riggleman is coming out.
Balking Bob Davidson at third base. His hands never left his hips. And Polanco's down to second base.
You are not allowed to argue a balk.
Uh-oh. When the mask comes off, things are getting serious.
Let's see if we can see what happened right here. Nice that he didn't come set. That's just looking for stuff, if you call that. I'm sure that's what Jim Riggleman said to Hunter Wendelstedt. There was a time in baseball when that was all the rage. You had to come stop, and umps were calling it. There was balks all over the place, but that hasn't been apparent the last couple of years.
Oh, 0-2 now to Chase Utley. On a pitch down, Utley fouls it. And these guys seem like they come around a lot.
How shallow Danny Espinosa is playing at second base. I wonder if he's thinking about getting a hot shot and throwing it to third and cutting down the runner. A lot of times second basemen with good arms will cheat in this situation and take a risk, not let that runner get to third. I've seen it happen. He's very shallow at second base. I don't know that I've ever seen a second baseman play that shallow in this situation. He's borderline infield in with a runner on second, nobody out. And I kind of like the move. It's a gamble. You're betting on that you get a one hopper. So he's playing in right here. He's going to throw the ball across if he gets a hot shot. That's why he's playing so shallow.
That ball laced foul.
And that's a modified infield in. He's playing halfway right now. And I like the move. Why not?
Runs are precious, aren't they?
You're down by one run. You're gambling that Chase Utley, a pull hitter, is going to hit you a one hop or a ground ball with some steam on it. It gives you a chance to throw out Polanco at third base. I love the move. And that's where if you're Placido Polanco at second base, you see where Espinosa's playing, and you know you got to work hard on your secondary lead. You've got to get a good jump on a ground ball to the right side. Cora's playing shallow. Desmond's playing shallow. Excuse me, Espinosa's playing shallow. And they're looking for the out at third. They're hunting the out at third base right now.
This is vintage Chase Utley, falling behind, fouling pitches off, working the count back even. And now he's at first base. By the way, he's not at first base. The count was 2-2. I thought it was. He's got to come back. They say first place teams get a break on close pitches, but it still takes 4 to get to first. But this is not considered showing up an umpire, is it?
No, it's just one of those things where, you know, you have a little meltdown at the plate. You're fouling balls off, you're in battle mode, and you forget the count.
It's been a long at bat. And popped in the left. That's a good out for Rodriguez to get. No advancement by the runner. That'll bring in Ryan Howard. Howard today, home run in the 4th, RBI single in the 7th. He has 42 runs batted in to tie Prince Fielder for the National League lead. And if you're wondering about the Major League lead, it's Adrian Gonzalez, the former Padre of the resurgent Red Sox. FP told you earlier how well they're playing in first place in the East, and Adrian Gonzalez has proven to be a huge pickup for them.
You kind of knew that was going to happen with that short porch there in left field in Fenway. Gonzalez doing a lot of damage the other way. Just a matter of time with that team. Their offense is so good.
98, and Howard late.
Yeah, first pitch changeup from Henry Rodriguez. That's been his best pitch so far this year. Yeah, he's got a triple-digit fastball at times, but I had no idea he had command of that changeup like he has. You're talking about a 10-mile-an-hour difference between 100 and 90 on his change. He's got good late movement away from left-handers. I wonder if they're going to go with it right here. He was on that fastball. Maybe it change him up with 2 strikes.
And Ryan Howard's been hit by Rodriguez. And they'll have to send Polanco back to second base. That's one of the hardest throwers in baseball, hitting Ryan Howard. He doesn't even want the trainer to look at him while he's on the ground.
That's a curveball, about a 55-foot curveball that hit the dirt first and then hit him on the ricochet. Ball hit the hard ground in front of home plate, in the dirt off his kneecap. Obviously, that one does not feel good.
A walk, a balk, and a hit batter. And here's Raul Ibanez. .98 at the knees. Ruiz on deck, Raul in the batter's box. That was a late swing on an off-speed pitch, at least for this guy, an off-speed pitch.
91-mile-an-hour changeup from Henry Rodriguez. Look at the swing through right here. Way out in front of that changeup. Good late movement. Had a little split action to it, straight down.
Ibanez puts a swing on this one to right. Worth is there, short of the track. One runner moves up. It's Polanco to third. That's the second out of the inning. That'll leave it up to Ruiz whether or not the Phillies have more than a one-run lead going into the bottom of the ninth. Another good day for Ruiz. 2 for 4.
We've been talking a lot about tempo today. Livan Hernandez, Roy Halladay loves to have a fast tempo. I think the same thing applies on hot days as cold days. You want to keep your team off the field. You don't want them standing out there too long, especially when you're down 1 run. You want to get back in the dugout.
Bouncer left side, cut off by Bixler. and over to first base. Bottom of the ninth coming up. Cora, Desmond, and Ankiel scheduled.
Memorial Day afternoon. There you see the score. The Phillies with a 5-4 lead over the Nationals. Johnny Holiday and Ray Knight with you. Nats Extra postgame will follow in just a few minutes. You think if we hit 3 home runs in a ball game, the Nats might be in the lead and have a chance to win, which they still have a chance in the bottom of the ninth, though.
Have a chance to win, but the other team just keeps coming back right on top of you, John. You get 2 runs in the first inning, and they come right back and put a 3 spot up on with 2 home runs, 5 base hits in a row, and you just can't seem to slam the door down on these people that we're playing.
Well, that's why they play 9. Silver Fox, we go to the bottom of the ninth. Let's go upstairs to Bob at FB and see if they can get the Nats to pull this out in their last at-bat.
That would be a wonderful holiday treat, Johnny. Thank you, Ray. Wilson Valdez on a double switch will bat 9th and play second base for the Phillies. And they will bring in Ryan Madsen, who's turned into a very good closer for them. He has 11 saves, a 1.96 ERA, couple of wins, trying to close this thing out for Roy Halladay.
A fastball cutter change from Ryan Madsen. Changeup probably his best pitch. And you know you have a good pitching staff when your second baseman is 1-0 with a 0.00 ERA.
Yeah, that's true. Madsen, by the way, 11 for 11 in saves. So they picked up 16 saves between Madsen and Contreras, with Brad Lidge not available yet this year.
I was pretty excited the other night when Wilson Valdez came in that game. 19th inning, he's on the mound in a tie baseball game and he gets the win. Came off the field to a standing ovation.
Alex Cora 2 for 3 today, base hit and double, strike 1 Madsen. Bottom of the ninth underway. The Nationals trying to avoid losing their 13th game in their last 17. Boy, this guy throws an easy 95. He looks pretty effortless. Tall, rangy guy, 6'6", 202, Ryan Madsen. They've always been able to call on him when they've had closer problems. 10 saves 2 years ago, picked up 5 last year. 20 career coming into this season. Now he's tacked on 11 more. And that didn't take long for the first out.
And there's a changeup I was talking about. And Cora got his pitch with 1 strike, fouled it straight back. Now you got to see his best pitch, and it's the changeup. I mean, check it out right here. Look at the okay grip, the loose grip. That's a great shot, guys. You see him get inside of that pitch. Had a lot of dirt on that baseball, too. Thing just drops off a table. You see Cora just trying to slap it to left field. He was way out in front.
Ian Desmond bunted for a hit last time. Polanco even with the bag at third. This is a hitter who simply has to make more contact. Ian has 53 strikeouts on the year. Rick Ankiel. Desmond takes a fastball upstairs, 2-2. If you're thinking about the long ball, Ryan Madson has not given up a single home run this year in 23 1/3 innings. 3-2. Desmond career against him, 1 for 7. And 1 for 8. Valdez under it. 2 outs. Final hope for the Nats will be Rick Ankiel. And as I mentioned earlier, in the 4 games of this homestand so far, in the 8th and the 9th innings, the Nationals have 3 hits. Ankiel 1 for 3 career against Madson. And the Nationals are now 1 for their last 10 in 1-run games. 3 hours and 14 minutes for this one. And the Nats are frustrated at the hands of the Phillies again. Philadelphia 5, Washington 4 on Memorial Day. Tomorrow night, Nats and Phillies meet again, 7:05 game. This has been a presentation of Masson. Stay tuned. Nats Extra from the ballpark coming up and from the booth. So long for just a while.